Good evening. Today, April 3rd, 2026, in a significant shakeup in Washington, U.S. President Trump has dismissed two of his most loyal cabinet members, Attorney General Pam Bondi and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. These sudden departures occur amidst the ongoing war against Iran and escalating domestic pressure on the administration. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who took over the Department of Justice just over a year ago, was initially met with high hopes, particularly from conservative commentators demanding maximum transparency regarding the Jeffrey Epstein files. However, President Trump has now dismissed her. Officially, President Trump praised Bondi as a great American patriot and loyal friend, stating she successfully combated crime in the United States during her year in office. Yet, reports from CNN and the New York Times suggest Bondi fell out of favor primarily due to her handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case. The Department of Justice under Bondi faced considerable criticism, specifically concerning blacked-out documents, allegations of cover-up, and insufficient victim protection in the Epstein Scandal. This case became a significant liability for President Trump, not least because his own name appears in the files. Beyond the Epstein controversy, President Trump was reportedly frustrated with Bondi's perceived lack of aggression in pursuing his political adversaries, such as New York Attorney General Letitia James and former Federal Bureau of Investigation Chief James Comey. Although President Trump encouraged proceedings against them, courts consistently blocked the indictments. Adding to the intrigue, Bondi was even scheduled to testify before the House Oversight Committee in less than 2 weeks regarding her role in the Epstein file releases. The impact of her dismissal on this testimony remains uncertain. This follows the dismissal of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem earlier in March, on March 6, 2026. Noem had faced intense pressure and calls for her resignation after deadly shootings by immigration and customs enforcement agents in Minneapolis resulted in the deaths of 2 U.S. citizens. Adding to the challenges, the Department of Homeland Security has been grappling with a significant funding deficit for about 50 days, as Democrats and Republicans remain deadlocked over a budget due to disputes surrounding controversial deportation rates. These cabinet changes occur as President Trump faces escalating domestic pressure. This situation, which predates the ongoing war with Iran, has been severely exacerbated by his administration's seemingly unplanned approach to the conflict and dramatically rising living costs. With the November midterm elections fast approaching, the Republican Party's majority in both the House of Representatives and the Senate is now at risk. Opinion polls indicate a steady decline in the president's approval ratings over recent months. A recent survey commissioned by the television channel CNN reveals that a significant majority, 64% of Americans, are dissatisfied with President Trump's performance in office. The dismissal of 2 key cabinet members at such a critical juncture could be interpreted in several ways. For some, it might be seen as a strategic maneuver to deflect attention from the ongoing war and domestic crises. For others, it could signify President Trump's decisive action in response to mounting challenges within his administration. The political ramifications of these decisions will undoubtedly unfold in the coming weeks and months, especially as the nation approaches the pivotal midterm elections. What's your take on Trump fires 2 cabinet secretaries amid Iran war, Epstein Scandal? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.